car wash mitts and car wash pads. Adam here from Lovecars. I've got a whole heap of them out here and I'm going to run through them, explain the differences so that you can decide which one's the right one for you. Now, for those of you who don't want to watch the whole video, the fireball wash mitt, that's the one I prefer myself. So if that's all you're after, you can go grab that, and thanks for watching so far. For those of you who would like to really understand a lot more about them, we're going to go through in a little bit more detail. So there's really three types of wash mitts that we have here at the moment. We have the 70-30 real sort of, I don't know what you would call it, this style of pad or wash mitt. So these are the same materials, just with a different, whether it's in a pad to hold or a wash mitt to put on like a glove. These are my pick. This one's really high quality. It's really thick lining on the inside. Feels really nice, and it's actually, I don't know that you can see in there, but it's sewn here, which works really well because your fingers sort of split either side of it, and then you can hold that so the glove doesn't flop around as much. It stays much more controlled for when you're washing. So this I find is really good. It's just the perfect size and I like it. Some people don't like wearing a glove. They have a wash mitt, a wash pad size version of it as well. This one's a good size. Some of the other ones I've seen are bigger, and unless you've got ginormous hands, you can't actually hold them very well. So this one actually fits quite well in your hand there. The other one we've got here, which is quite cool, the glove. These are very cool. You can use this to wash all sorts of things. You can wash your wheels. I've seen people do Venetian blinds with these, but they're also quite good around grill areas where you've got tight gaps and you can kind of, get in there with your fingers and stuff like that. I still personally prefer these, but this is really quite cool. The material in this though is a better quality, I think, but these are really nice gloves, and at a better price point as well. And the other style here, which is the most common style you'll see out there, is the noodle or reefy kind of style. So all of these will have like long dongly bits. Now the ones we have here are real good quality. You can see how thick they are there. They'll really grab. So the idea here is if you're washing it, that'll give you more surface area. So it'll grab more dirt and pull it off the car. And it's also thick enough that it's not going to drag it across the surface. So the worst thing you could do to wash your car is a brush. The second worst is a sponge. And the reason sponges are bad is because they're flat. So as you're dragging them across the surface, you're dragging all that dirt and grit across and it's got nowhere to go. Whereas in something like these, the dirt and grit is being brought up inside the mitt and then it's not being dragged across the surface. So these are really great, and they're good quality wash mitts, all of these here. I mean, we have some issues with anything out there in the wash mitt, but these we found really good. This one here is the same but different. So the difference is here is that it's got a shorter weave. So you can see how these are shorter than like that, for example, or that one. So this has got the longest, sort of thickest one. That's the Rock Car Reef. This is the main sort of Chemical Guys wash mitt, very similar, slightly narrower, but very good. And this one here from Chemical Guys, the grey one that has a shorter little dongly bits there. So yeah, all good options. So the longer ones here, these will clean better. They're going to have more surface area, they're going to grab more. This will grab a little bit less, but it's going to be easier to clean. Because the challenge with these is you get the dirt and that off your car, but now you've got the dirt and grit that this has grabbed. It's difficult to get that dirt and grit off these wash mitts sometimes. So you risk leaving them on the wash mitt and then dragging that across the surface. Your best option is to use something like a mitt slide, so that you can put the wash mitt in as you go in the bucket and just rub it like that. And then that'll help to knock any of the dirt and the grit off. Otherwise, these wash mitts here will not clean as well as these, I find, because this does grab really well, but you've got lower scratch risk. So that's your trade-off there, and I find that these are a premium mitt, and that's why I use those. But I have all of these at home, and I use all of them, and I wouldn't hesitate to use any of these wash mitts. So I don't know if that helps you or not, but if you're not sure what to do, I'd probably grab that one. Or if you've got dirty stuff and you really need to clean it, probably the Reef or the one from Chemical Guys here. But these are all really good wash mitts, and we have them all online. So if you've got any other questions, let us know. We're doing more of these guides. You can check them out at lovecars.co.nz. Thanks for your support.